Bismillah Rahman Rahim. This is Engineer Masood Akhtar Kiani, and today we have technical session number 42. Our subject is GRP pipes, quality control and testing. So the GRP pipes, last time we discussed about mainly the characteristics about the GRP pipes. So GRP pipes have the three types of testing. One is the production testing. During production, discard 1 meter of the pipes, and from the same production, suppose this production is up to the 100 pipes, and we take some sample and start the testing for this production testing in order to ensure the quality of the pipes are comply with the required parameters or not and the relevant standards. Then second one is the long-term testing, which are other types of tests. It is kept for 1000 hours, and every month there is a monitoring reading is required, which are the committee and the consultants they are taking and monitoring and recorded in the monitoring room, which is in the factory area. So that is the long-term testing, and the regression line is calculated the age of the pipes, which is the 3% dilute sulfuric acid, and the solution it will be the ponded, and the samples are soaked in that one and press it, and these are four types after we will discuss later. So this is in order to verify the age of the pipes, either it is 80 years, 100 years, 50 years, 60 years, whatever the design base, because this design is confirm about the 80 plus 80 years plus. So this pipe will sustain up to more than 80 years. Uh, we will discuss what are the failures happen. And the third one is the testing after installation, which is after the line installed at site. Then there is deflection test, which is two times. One is the initial after backfilling, then one is after 6 months, which is the 5% allowed. The initial one is the 2% deflection test, and then the hydrostatic pressure test, which is also according to the standard 24 hours kept the pressure by the manometer monitoring, and it should not be dropped up to a certain level. And this insert pressure is 1.5 bar of the working pressure. Suppose if the working pressure is uh, uh, 10 bars, we can put more than 10 multiply 1.5 bars, which is more than the 15 bars or is equal to 20 bars. It will thus sustain up to 24 hours, which is no tear, no wear, and nothing is leak sustained. This is the pressure test, and there is some deflection test also. So, which is on the ground also, and in order to ensure the after the line is completely installed. So these are the main tests, which are the three types of the test. So let us we will go one through one. The design of the testing of pipes and the fittings made of the reinforced glass GRP of the thermoplastic and non-thermoplastic liners. The contribution of the iron pipes and the GRP pipes, it is differentiated according to the relevant standard. The pipes are designated below the ground uh, liquid, including sewerage, stormwater, fall, and the potable and non-potable water. The age modulus of the elasticity times of the pipes fitting subject to the apply force. The machine control process is produced recommended to maintain the durability, long-term testing, deflection, strain, corrosion testing, installation, and recommended as per the design calculation. The following test frequency is recommended for the quality control, which is the hydro test. Suppose when the pipes are producing, so then it is recommend it according to the frequency. Then visual inspection, then initial uh, stiffness rating, loss of ignition, joint stiffness, axial tensile strength, barcode hardness, spigot and socket calibrations. So the fittings are also the same, the visual inspection and the fittings. So barcode hardness, it will be improved up to uh, continue 36 hours. It is the curing of the pipes and the visual inspection and spigot and sockets calibration by the machine. So the hydro test also in the factory, joint two test pipes and the making testing. So this, as I said in the initial, during the production, we will discard the first 1 meter and then we will take the sample, and from that sample, all of these tests, stiffness, loss of ignition, joint tightness, axial strength, barcode hardness, spigot and socket calibration. So these are the tests for the production testing. So parallel to the long-term testing, hydro basic design test, external pressure test, impact test, hoop tensile strength, and the long-term stiffness, which is I already said, regression line. It will be go x-axis and y-axis, and whatever the deterioration will come, it will show on the upper angle. Then we will graphically this we will draw this one, and where the deterioration or the failure is occur, from that line perpendicular to the 90-degree, we will connect to the edge of the pipes and the rating, and it will give us the calculation. So how we will calculate the during 1000 hours, how much the deterioration can and how much it will be sustained, we can calculate up to the 80 years. So this is the numerical formula, and now it is according to the calculation, it is automatic coming. So the quality control of the GRP pipes, manufacturer have the approved procedure which is approved by the client and also relevant to the standards. Visual inspection also this is required. The pipes are having the cosmetic properties, and whatever the guidelines are there, either it is comply or not comply. The ASTM 2563 and the percentage of the visual inspection interior and the exterior as per the approved method method of the quality control. Then dimension control, the this is the 100% checking of the calibration of the spigot and socket, and initially it is visually, but 100% checking according to the checklist. Then barcode hardness also it is 100% checking by pressing the device by hand, and it should be 35 above. Then the barcode hardness, it's can we can say the barcode hardness is passed, and from that time we can allow it to the site. Axial tensile strength also this is uh, according to the standards and these things. It will be pressing on the from the both points. Uh, so this is generally like the tensile strength. So laminated composition, whatever the strip samples is prepared according to the same structure of the pipes, then it is also laminated uh, composite of the laminations. Hydrostatic design pressure. So this is also in the factory. You can make the pipes externally and internally. Joint test two pipes connected, and make the test according to the ASTM 4161, ASTM D4161. Then identification marking. So all the identification marking, date of casting, which week, which month, which day, which time, and the project name, standard name, dia of the pipes. Uh, this is for the which projects and the heat numbers. It will give all the information. This should be there, and the finally pipe release the quality checks QC. Okay, it will be stamped on the each pipe by the inspection engineer, and then it will be released. This is the procedure of the pipe from manufacturer to the release stage. So uh, verification of the pipe properties, visual quality control, dimension, identification, marking, release, shut pipes, and the customer pipes, and these are the quality control at the factory. So the material, raw material incoming, which is the resin, polyester resin, vinyl ester resin, acetone, accelerator, catalyst, filler, hoop, roving chop mat stand, and the woven roving glass fiber, CS, C-Whale, and the CSM, silica sand, which is also a thin layer of the silica sand pipes in the manufacture. But there is also complete process of the centrifugal pipes, which is the liner plus completely sand is silica sand is constructed the body of the pipes. But the other grastolum process, there is a small layer, which is 1 mm, 2 mm of the silica sand also. This is as a impregnated and suppressed by the woven roving and all of these aggregates. So it's become a body structure to be very strong. So the testing, inspection, and the testing control products. This is the GRP pipes, GRP short pipes, GRP fittings. So whatever it is, this quality control is required. Spools, verification of the pipe properties, uh, visual control, dimension, and the barcode ordnance, hydrostatic design, pressure, pipe marking, release of the pipes, long-term testing in the procedures, long-term hoop, all the long-term hoop, long-term stiffness, long-term in the sulfuric acid, and long-term up to the all the types of the pipes. It is even in the temperature also. One specially room, it is controlled by the 40-degree minimum, and all the sample are kept there, and during that it will stay up to the 1000 hours. Then the calculation and the of the diameter, mean internal diameter, how we will say how much the diameter required and how much it is less, because GRP pipes are built from the ID, internal dia. It is built from the liner and up to the last stage. It will come. It is on the mantle, and mantle is rotating mechanically, and the pipe is built over it. Whereas the HTP and UPVC pipe, they are the extruded pipes. This small granule, it is fitted in the hoppers, and then it will go to the process and heating. It is extruded. So this is the outer dia. Consider from the outer dia, and DRP is the internal dia. So all of these tests are verified, and then it is offered for the release. And once it is reached to the sites, again the site engineers consultant, they are verify this pipes. They have the checklist and instruction. Either it is all the pipes are tests are okay, and the visual defects or any other things or impact damage or blister or resin run and whatever it is, all the cosmetic properties is checking by the site engineers, which are the consultant and the prior to the installation. Once the installation is takes place, then it will go to the another session of the pressure test, and this is so this is the complete cycle of the GRP pipes from the manufacturing to the installation. There are different stages coming, uh, and then it will be go to the permanent work installation. So this is the briefing about the GRP pipes quality control at site and at the production and the long-term wise. And next time we will discuss about the lamination and other properties of the GRP pipes. So GRP pipes have the GRP liners, GRP fittings, also uh, customer items, and also the uh, typical fittings which have some special items like flanges and these things also. This can be made and it is very durable. So uh, thank you very much and have a nice day. And in next subject, next time we will see each other with another subject. So thank you very much. And I will like to request you to press and share and bell icon and the subscribe the video in order to reach the next video with the easy access. Thank you very much.